Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Daniel Jones, big win versus the Packers. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. It has never been cheaper, never been easier, or more streamlined of a process for you to get over there, support the channel, and get even more Quarterback School content. So if you love the channel, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. It's really the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So we go through all sorts of games, in-depth, detail, nuance about the quarterback position, offensive football, defensive structure, defensive pressures, coverages, concepts, all sorts of nuance. If you love the Quarterback School YouTube channel, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Get over there, support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Daniel Jones and the Giants, big win across the pond. First one here, play action, over, up top, coming to the bottom, strike, wide open. All sorts of space in the middle of the field versus the Pack defense here. Now, love Dable drawing these crossers up. Really nice shot. Daniel Jones driving the ball down the field. This time it's with what I'm used to calling a flag, oftentimes paired with a post. But where this over gets going, run all the way across, and it's almost impossible to stay with in any type of man-to-man. Now, right here when I'm talking about what it's paired with, on the other side here, they're running a deep flag or deep corner. You run that thing to the back pylon. Sometimes you'll see this thing paired with a post, comeback, 7, something, to be able to pull that middle field player out of there and take a shot right here. Got that quarters kind of alert potentially if you had a post down here to the bottom. Deep flag, not going to work. Over, perfect. And again, the accuracy here on this throw from the back end, you can really see, makes a huge difference. You throw it and deliver it like this, right on the money, down the field, that's a handoff. That is outstanding. And again, the pass protection is great. The accuracy is great. And you are rolling offensively when you can do that. Because when you can't, it kind of looks like this. So right here, it's a very similar route to the number 3 up top. This is essentially verse 0, and we're just going to miss the crosser. That's behind him. Close to what I would consider almost a turnover-worthy throw. You know what I'm going to say? If 26 could catch, you'd be playing offense. Other thing to pay attention to right here is just 59, that left inside linebacker with the amazing hair on the left. He looks confused all day in coverage. Now, this is one of many examples, but the throw here, the accuracy, you can see the difference between right on him and, well behind him. That's really similar to the same type of throw. And so it's this inconsistency that I think I'm used to seeing from Daniel Jones on film. It doesn't mean that he's playing with a lot of inconsistency this year. But to be able to catch a crosser versus essentially 0. So the leverage here that you're going to see is it's really hard on any DB type to have to play man-to-man, head up with no help back here and no help up here. So you're really, usually you can leverage one of these things by being inside or outside to know where your help is. But to just say, hey, just go run over here and cover him, get in his hip and go. Tough duty defensively. That's a lot of space, and we just miss it. Not on the same page. So as great of a start as the G-men are off to, you can still see that there are some opportunities for big plays and chunks. And again, with 59, the linebacker type, watch him. We're essentially double covering the running back. Now, I know the running back's a beast, but I don't think a whole lot of defenses want to get in the habit of double covering the running back behind the line of scrimmage. Next one here, another play action. This time it's what I'm used to calling like an over out or over sail down to the bottom. Again, the play action, the play calling, taking advantage of these overs. This time the over's coming from the left. But you can see the wide receiver on the right. Watch him come in like he's also running an over or a crosser. Puts his foot in the ground and comes out of it. And Daniel Jones really goes high to low here. So to me, this isn't necessarily a true crosser. It's a little bit more of a deep crosser. And so when he comes back here and sets this thing across, we're going to make this thing look like we're running double crossers here like this. But instead, we're going to come in and then come out. And so really, he looks like he's looking 1, down the field, 2, late outside the numbers. So yeah, does this take time to develop? Absolutely. But you've also got to have the capacity to drive this ball deep down the field, outside the numbers to the wide side. It's a really nice throw. Again, great play design. Let that thing develop. Take advantage of a great run game. Take advantage of what you're doing up front. No, no, yes. Really nice job. Great ball placement up on his face. Next one, 3rd and 13. Now, it's never going to get more open than this double in down here to the bottom. This is some bad defense. So my man Joe Barry special here. Watch 59, the inside linebacker to the right. He's getting way too much width. And we're just wrapping it right around him. Watch the safety who makes the tackle. Not happy. Not happy. Get to your landmark. Tough. So when I'm telling 2 double ins here, it's just a simple concept a lot of teams have been running for decades. In, intermediate in, deeper in. And when you get this middle player, middle of the 3 linebacker types, 1, 2, 3, getting this much width, coming way out here, it just leaves a huge void in the middle of the field, especially versus split field coverage. And we're able to just wrap it right in behind him. Way too easy. You know, this is as easy a 3rd down and long conversion as you will ever see in the league. Nice. Love to see defensive guys communicate like that after a play. But really nice job from Daniel Jones. Decisive, accurate, on the body, on the break, lot to like. Next one, play action. An over again. You know, to all those Bills Mafia fans out there, this has got to look like the bones of what y'all have seen for so long. When I think of Buffalo Bills, Brian Daboll drawing up these types of crossing routes to allow the quarterback to see it and drive it down the field. It's just a really nice job. I love the fact that they keep going back to it. You catch any sort of man-match coverage, someone's got to run with him. It's a long way to run on those overs. And Daniel Jones dialed up for the most part. And the other great thing about it, look what it does to the pass rush up front. You know, shoot, the right guard lets his guy go. And he still can't get home. There's nobody around him. Love the play call. Awesome. Next one here, 3rd and medium, quarterback draw. PRO for me. Just a fancy way to say RPO based on the syntax of what's going on. It looks like they're getting dragon to our left. Now, why would you want dragon in a quarterback draw situation? A few different reasons probably. So we're going to get this fast 3 motion or tear, gap, whatever motion you want to call this thing. We're going this way. That does a few things. It identifies the defense. If it's man and someone runs with him, so anytime you have this and someone runs with him, you know it's man-to-man. And then you put what I'm used to calling West Coast Dragon slant flat here. Why would you have that? You'd have that for pressure, for man potentially. Now they get confused and drop it up here. But once he runs with him out of here, this becomes a 5-on-5 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 offensive linemen. We're running draw. But if, say, this guy was the one to run with the back, then it'd be a 6-person box. Then we're in trouble, and then we need to work the dragon. So you can see how these things are put together. I call it a PRO because the pass happens before the run, but really it's just an RPO. Again, watch the adjustment to motion. Hair runs, we got it. And they do a really nice job of using Daniel Jones in the run game with his feet, with his athletic ability, whether they're changing the launch point or just true draws. That's a big 3rd down conversion. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. You know about the Quarterback School Patreon community. Get over there, check it out. The link is in the description. We also have a bunch of Quarterback School courses on a number of my favorite football topics. So if you're interested in the absolute premium content available through the channel, check out the Quarterback School courses for in-depth, deep dives on those topics. And then we have a bunch of additional free resources All of those resources can be found in the video description. I sincerely appreciate you supporting the channel through a bunch of different avenues, ways, links, you name it, you can support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's keep it going. Next one, 3rd and 4. I really like this play from Daniel Jones. It's not a big time throw, but it is a big time quarterbacking in the league. 3rd, medium. He gets through a read to his left. 1, 2, 3. Over the ball, gets hit in a tight, condensed pocket. This is what playing in the league looks like from the quarterback position. You have to be able to convert and process all in a tight pocket. Watch this thing. Left, 1, 2, 3, and he's getting hit. Just a really nice job. And it's these kind of subtle 3rd downs where you're like, oh, that's not a big time throw, but this is how you move the chains. This is winning football. And all this is a little rail, whatever you want to call this thing, rail, swing, wide. Here, we're going to get like a whip or return here as the 2. Then we're going to get that hook over the ball, 3. And all he's going is 1, 2, 3. And it's that simple. You can count to 3. You can play for me, just about anybody in the league. And condensed tight window, people around you, people at your feet, getting hit, getting dragged. 3rd down conversions, money down for the quarterback. Really nice job here. You know, nothing extraordinary, just high level quarterbacking, getting these types of conversions. You know, lots of space over the middle of the ball versus the pack all day. Barry's scratching his head right now. Next one, this is an over to the right at a shotgun. I always think nakeds are tough, but right here he makes it work. I love his patience and the relationship to the over. So we're going to say no to the flat, wait for the over to get there, get open outside the numbers. Just a really nice job. Watch this. Seal the edge with 55 tight end. We seal the edge, play fake, get out there. Now we talk a lot about this on these nakeds. When you're rolling out playing quarterback, you would love for the over to be right with you the whole time. That's kind of the relationship that you're looking for. He's a little behind here, so we got to wait for him. And you can see here, he catches this thing way outside the numbers. So the way that it works here, usually 1 to the flat, 2 to that over, or down the field to the comeback or corner. Right here, just great patience from Daniel Jones. You can see here, eventually the relationship catches up. Right there, almost connected. But that's a great job from Daniel Jones about not forcing it, not throwing it away, not panicking and running, using your eyes and your legs to be able to extend the play even further, patient, drive it, accurate down the field, on the run, off platform. Just a really nice job. And again, I love their use of play action, moving the launch point for Daniel Jones, alleviating pressure, the pass rush from the defensive line. Just a great job quarterbacking. Last one here. This is a massive play. 2nd and 10. Get the ball to your best player. Old school shallow cross. My man 59 loses his mind again. That's just nasty. And this is a big time move. Just a huge chunk play when you really needed it. Again, this is not linebacker school. Okay, but I will tell you that he's playing this like it's 11 rat or 11 thief, where there's like an extra linebacker in here and he's trying to pass this thing off. So you'll see his hand here. He'll point like he's trying to pass it off. Pretty rare to pass it off to someone who's covering someone on the other side of the ball. So I'm going to guess he thinks that there should be another linebacker here. Instead, they're rushing 5. If they're rushing 4, playing true like 11 thief, 11 rat, then you can do that. You can pass off. If you're rushing 5, usually playing man free, there's not that extra hole player. You can't funnel this thing. So he's funneling it to no one. And just really bad luck that the person he's funneling is probably the best player out there. So again, you can see him. You got him. You take him. Yeah. No. And that's just old school shallow cross. Now, I love the fact that they're calling shallow cross to the running back, who's also an absolute stud. Fun to see him healthy. But you can see here, this is just shallow cross with a deep hook. So shallow cross where the ball goes. Deep hook. Now everybody's running it with a 7 stop. And when they don't cover the shallow cross and the play is called shallow cross, good things happen. Especially when he's one of the best players in the league. Yo, gotcha. Massive play. Love those shallows that turn into punt return left. Again, for Daniel Jones, not going to apologize. Take what's there. Get the ball out of your hands. Good accurate throw. Good things happen. Get it to your guys in space. Big, big win. So that is a wrap. Daniel Jones, the Giants rolling across the pond. Big win versus a really good Packers team. The Giants, surprising a lot of people, myself included. Now, is it sustainable? I certainly hope so. I think that the passing game and how they use the play action, change the launch point, ask Daniel Jones to do the things that Daniel Jones can do well as far as driving the ball down the field, seeing throws, letting it rip, being accurate when he can see things develop. I think if we stay in that lane, there's a chance for this thing to continue and get better and better. But my goodness, a lot of fun watching how they play offense and incorporate the run game, the wildcat, and really kind of a more comprehensive wildcat, it looks like, than necessarily I even showed in this video, because it almost looks like they're running RPOs, which I really wanted to talk about in the video, just didn't get to. But my goodness, Daniel Jones doing a really nice job of operating within kind of the framework that they're asking him to, ripping a bunch of overs, driving the ball down the field, using his legs, the quarterback run game. Lots of stuff to like. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.